Biscuits at the ready?
Hi.
What's up?
We just introduced them to the puppies.
How did they take them?
They're so bored.
Hello, you! You going for a walk? With your bro? Yo everyone, what is going on? It is 11:23 and we are just out walking the dogs in a place called Ballarat Woods. It's actually usually like pretty busy, but today it's so quiet and it's actually so nice, and it's like Max and Toby's favourite place in the world. Like they just get so excited when they come here. Just saying to Rach there how like psychological hunger is. It's crazy. Like, so it's just before 12 o'clock now, and if I was at home just sitting down doing work or whatever, like I'd be so hungry right now. I'd be so ready to make my breakfast, but since like I'm out and about and not thinking about food, I'm not actually even hungry. I feel like I could literally go a couple of hours longer without eating. So yeah, that's why it's just so important, I think, especially when you are cutting, to keep busy. And that's kind of like why I like doing these morning walks, because it just means that I am out of the house for a couple of hours and literally just not thinking about food. Bye bye.
Bye.
Alright everyone, I'm just about to have my breakfast, and I've actually changed up my breakfast meal over the last couple of days. So I kind of noticed that the omelette that I usually have, that meal, is really low on carbs, and as a result I was feeling kind of like really low on energy in the morning and in the afternoon as well. So what I have done to introduce more carbs into my breakfast is have this 0% yogurt meal. So in here we have 300 grams of 0% yogurt. I mixed that with 15 grams of whey protein, and there is a banana and some raspberries on top as well that I got from Super Value. And I am gonna have that on top of this like egg meal that is really similar to my omelette, in fairness. So there is 2 egg whites in here, spinach, mushrooms, and some ham as well. And boom, there we have it. And in this meal there is only 557 calories, which is actually really similar to the omelette calories, and it feels like I'm having a lot more, which is good. And there is 60 grams of protein, which is great. And for those who care, there is 67 grams of carbs. Let's go. Okay, I'm just finished breakfast, and look what one of the lads in the gym picked me up yesterday. Wow. So it is like energy coffee from Monster. It actually looks unbelievable, and the whole thing there is like 180 calories, which isn't ideal, especially when you're cutting, because I really don't like drinking my calories. But there is 7 grams of protein, which isn't too bad, and 150 milligrams of caffeine. So not a bad like pre-workout drink. Ooh. There's like a hint of vanilla in it as well, I think. Oh, it smells good. I don't know if I should weigh it or not. I think I will. It's getting to that stage where every calorie matters. Oh. Rachel always likes me for being dramatic when I try something, but I am not being dramatic. That is amazing. Alright, I want to update you all on my weight, since it is literally the second last day of my cut officially anyway, and I have to say this week has been a weird week in terms of like weighing myself and stuff like that. So today is Saturday, and I didn't weigh myself on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday of this week because I was waking up feeling like so bloated. And then I realized that the reason this was happening is because I changed up my nighttime snack. So if you watched my full day of eating, my last full day of eating video, which was literally the last vlog, you saw that instead of having like popcorn as a snack, I was eating like Skips and Meanies instead, and it turns out that they are way higher in salt than popcorn is. So yeah, for those of you who do not know, an increase in salt causes an increase in water retention in your body, and as a result I was just waking up feeling like an absolute whale. But yeah, Friday, which was yesterday, was the first day I started to feel back to normal, and I feel completely normal today as well. So I've weighed myself the last 2 days, and this is the result. So yeah, a new low weigh-in yesterday and a little jump today, which is completely normal, and it is looking like my average for the week, even though it's not going to be as accurate as the other weeks because I haven't weighed myself that much, but it's probably going to be down a few grams from last week, which isn't anything compared to this drop, or what am I saying? Yeah, to this drop here, which was 1.3 kilo, but still a drop, I suppose. And if we go back to the beginning, which is week 1, and I was actually thinking that the beginning should have been week 0, because then I actually could have compared, you know, my weight before the cut, my average weight before the cut, to my average weight at the very end of the cut. But week 1 will do, and in week 1 I was 78.4 kg, so yeah, I'm gonna be down over 4 kg overall. And yeah, I have to say I'm just really pleased with that. Like, the scales can definitely be a bit of a mindfuck at times, to say the least. But overall, like, it has cooperated, and my weight has been dropping on a weekly basis, slowly but surely, so I literally cannot complain. And then in terms of my physique, which you will see, I'll probably do a physique update after the gym. But yeah, I'm literally the most conditioned. I am in the most conditioned shape I have ever been in my life, and that has kind of given me a bit of an itch to take things 1 or 2 steps further, but I don't want to talk about that just yet. I'll talk about it at the end of the video. Alright, so this is what I was talking about earlier. So this is the sweet and salty popcorn in Tesco, and per 100 grams there is 1.3 grams of salt. And then we have the minis down here, and you'll see that per 100 grams of minis there is 3.3 grams of salt, so almost 3 times the salt in the minis in comparison to the popcorn. So yeah, I'm not saying minis are like terrible or anything like that, but you know, you should just keep in mind that if you do get bloated out of nowhere, it could be because you've increased the sodium in your diet without knowing. Okay, I'm back from the gym and just about to have my post-workout meal. So standard as you like, we have some cauliflower rice, we have some carrot and parsley mash, and we also have some turkey burgers. And I picked up this Slim's sweet chili sauce from Super Value the other day. And I have to say, like, when it comes to these kind of low-calorie sauces, I'm never usually a fan. Like this one, for example. Yeah, this one here, so the smoky barbecue skinny sauce. This is really average. Like, you can even see how watery this is. But this one, this Slim's one, is actually good. And as you can see, there is obviously very little calories in it. So yeah, if you are on a cut like myself and trying to cut down on the calories, then that could be something to invest in. Oh, they allowed out. We're just in Rachel's. Oh, hello. And she is minding like a couple of dogs. They can't jump up here now, can they?
They don't know how. They do. They're small.
Yeah, she's minding some puppies for the weekend. What are they, right? Jack Russells? Don't wheel me now.
Oh, funny on that.
Hey, mwah. Mwah. Boy or girl, Rich?
Girls.
Little fannies. You going for a walk? Oh, she's so cute. Hello. Ah. Alright, let's talk about probably what a lot of people are here to find out, and that is if I am competing or not. And the answer is, I don't know. But don't worry, the video wasn't clickbait and I'm gonna explain. So at the beginning of this cut, like, the plan was to never compete. It wasn't in the back of my mind, and the plan was literally just, you know, to complete my 8-week cut, go away on holidays, which is not Tuesday coming, it's the Tuesday after, enjoy myself, and then go back on a bulk. However, over the last few weeks, I have really gotten the itch to compete, and it is an itch that I've never ever gotten before. Like, I've contemplated competing a number of times, but I've always decided against it in the end, because I always felt that if I was to compete, I wouldn't be doing it for myself, and instead I'd probably be doing it for Instagram and YouTube and things like that. And at the end of the day, you know, that is going to be a part of why I would compete, but I do not want it to be the main reason, because competing is really, really tough. You're really pushing your body to the extremes, so you need to be doing it for yourself, because if you're not, and when times get tough, you are more than likely just gonna fail. But yeah, this time around, like, I've really enjoyed the cut as a whole. Like, there's been a few tough days, to say the least, but as a whole, it has been quite enjoyable. I've enjoyed making this series, and this is something that I was kind of nervous to do. Like, I thought interest would drop off pretty soon after maybe a couple of videos, but it hasn't. Like, and my views have been really, really good, which has been encouraging. And yeah, motivation as a whole has just been higher than it has ever been at this stage of a cut. Like, usually when it gets to this stage of a cut, I am absolutely dying to get my diet and my nutrition back to normal. I'm absolutely dying to be a little bit more flexible. I'm dying for abdominals and all that stuff, but I'm not really. Like, I'm okay, and I'm just thinking, like, I feel like this now, like, it would be a shame not to push myself even further, because, you know, if I decide to compete maybe next year, I might not feel like this next year. I might not feel up for competing next year, and I'm just going to look at that as an opportunity wasted. So yeah, I have been scoping out a few competitions, and I would be competing in men's physique, by the way, and there's a few coming up over the next few months. So yeah, like, I think the plan is to go on holidays. I'm going away for 2 weeks, going to Italy, and think about it a lot over there. And then when I come back, I will probably have my mind completely made up. So yeah, I really, really want to know what everyone else thinks. Like, I think if there is a big hype around it, I think if a lot of people were behind me, I think, you know, if people would enjoy seeing me prep for a competition, and trust me, it would be a lot different to the way a lot of people you see on YouTube prep for their competitions. Like, if people were interested in seeing me doing something like that, then it would definitely spur me on even further. You know, I think I need that motivation. I think I need, like, something just to make me 100% sure that it is what I want to do. So yeah, I think I am gonna wrap it up there. And for those of you who have watched or kept up with most of the last 9 vlogs, then I really, really appreciate it. Like, thank you so much for watching. And yeah, that is that. So see you next time, maybe.